Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, Jones. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jones on first and 10. And this one's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at third and 10. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he rifles one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now following the interception, here's Newton. eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Jones now to throw on second down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Yep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Escapes the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones escaping the pressure right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw, right?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the give. Newton buying time to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Time to step aside. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 1-9.
Jones throwing on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dontari Poe able to slump him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go.
Here's a give to Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ohio.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Jones on 1st and 10. Completes it to Lee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Following the fumble recovery, Newton escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. It's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Malik Jackson. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Off play action. Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here we go. 190.
Jones to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. K1 short. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off play action, Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Newton now on second down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Newton now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Jags. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Jones looking to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now it's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Off play action. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Telvin Smith able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And we're back now in Charlotte. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Off play action. Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10. Second sack now of the afternoon. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And take it right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Jones now on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Open man right side is Shark. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones throwing on first down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Cut.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Newton out to his left. Shreds the tackle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeJuan Smoot able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Off play action. Newton going for the deep ball. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you...
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
To throw is Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeJuan Smoot in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile,